Hey, everybody. Welcome to Songwriter Night, May 7th, 2007. What a unbelievable day. I'm Richard Maxwell. I have the great pleasure of getting to work with all these students in the Arcadia High School Creative Musical Arts and Sciences program. And this is our annual spring Songwriter Night concert senior recognition. Obviously, we are coming to you from a very, did I just say it was 2007? I'm being told I said it was 2007. That's okay. I'm making all the mistakes now for everyone else. 2020, May 7th, 2027 p.m. I'm strangely nervous about this and anxious. And this show is annually one of my favorites, and also the one I kind of dread's not the right word, but it represents a marker in time that is both wonderful and bittersweet. But we'll get to more of that as we go. I wanted to thank everybody who's tuning in and watching, who's been watching all these shows we've been doing through the closure. This is obviously a different atmosphere. This is a different setting than we are used to. Um, and we're still having a show, and I think it's still gonna represent something pretty cool. There's a lot of really just amazing things that you're gonna get to see and you're gonna get to hear. Some of what you're gonna hear is gonna be live. Some of what you're gonna hear is gonna be recordings and videos. Some of it is going to be sessions doing different kinds of things. There are so many different elements to all of this. Um, More than ever, probably, um, the fact that it is still happening is a really just awesome thing. You are going to only get to see and hear the tiniest bit of what these students do. Um, you're only going to even see um, a small percentage of them, although this show has a bunch of acts on it. Um, and the fact that we're just having it and these folks were able to make it happen is great. Um, Lots of different things happening. I'm just so proud of every single person in this program, whether they're performing tonight or not. So that being said, I am going to start the show right now with I think you're going to really like this. I think you're really like all of it, but I think this is a cool way to start. We are going to bring over into uh, the spotlight here Elias. And Elias, how you doing?
I'm good. How are
Cool.
you?
I am here crossing my fingers that we don't have any really bizarre technical snafus. But I'm so excited that you are going to share something with us. What do you got?
I have a song. It's actually the same one I did last songwriter night, but I was sick then. So I
Ah,
thought I'd do it again with less congestion.
just for fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
Um, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray, Lord, my soul that's okay. I never get any real rest anywhere. I do more dreaming when I'm away. I never wanted that summer to end, 'cause I wasn't ready to lose my best friend. He said, hold on to what matters most. Don't you ever let it go. Tomorrow is promised to no one, and it's gone before you know it. So you better take a deep breath and enjoy it. We've got so much time to spare, and a lifetime or two worth of stories to share. It's not about what we've lost, it's about what we're willing to do with what we've got. And I believe in us, brother, believe it or not. I was so proud of what we enjoyed. Tomorrow is promised to no one, and it's gone before you know it. So hug your best friend, tell someone you love them, take a deep breath and enjoy it.
Okay, that was just fantastic. That was like so great a way to start this whole show off. Thank you so much for doing that.
Of course.
And we got lots more coming. We have lots more opportunities and lots more shows and stuff to do. Wow. Okay. So next up is somebody who's new, but I'm very excited she's going to play. This is going to be Lucia. And let's pull her over here. There she is.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How about you?
I am great. I'm so glad you're going to share with us. What do you got for us tonight?
I'm going to be playing a cover by Enanitos Verdes. The song is called Amores Lejanos, and I really like it. It's like a family favorite. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. I'm excited to hear it.
All right. So I'll start sharing the screen. Okay.
Oh, Lucia?
Oh, yes?
Hold on one
Yes?
second. Unshare it and make sure you hit the little tab that says include computer audio.
Okay. So
When
I
you hit
push
share
the
screen, it's in that lower left corner.
Oh, got it.
No worries.
Okay. Now I will start it over. Okay, here it goes.
Nope. We're still not getting it. We see you.
No, is it still not working? It worked.
We're not hearing
It
it.
was working. Okay, wait a minute.
double check your. Yeah, we're not hearing it at all. Oh no. What does Zoom have as your audio? We'll figure this out. Everything's a learning opportunity. It's no big deal. I tell you what, Lucia, don't worry. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to send me. We're going to make this happen, folks, one way or another. Lucia, I want you to send me in the chat. I want you to send me the URL for that video, and I'll play it from here. Does that make sense? Oh, hold on. We're going to make this happen, folks. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. These things happen. I'm just going to tell our audience that Lucia's nature is to be apologizing constantly for any little thing, and this is nothing to apologize for at all. Nothing to apologize for at all. All right. So, while Lucia is getting this reset, I actually, this is a good opportunity as any to talk about the realities of what we're dealing with. I had a conversation with somebody recently about this idea of distance learning, what that means, and the struggles of that, and how students, there are some people that are like, well, students are doing this all the time, all over the world and everything else. And the fact of the matter is that's true. But the difference is that these folks and all these people that, students that we all know aren't doing this voluntarily. They are literally getting hit with this left and right, very much in ways that are beyond their control completely. And I think that that's an important distinction, you know, and to be willing to push the limits of things anyway. I think there's something really commendable about that, no matter what's going on. So, we find solutions, we find a way to make things work, and then we go from there. For example, I am going to play the video for you right now that Lucia submitted, and it is not a big deal. I did want to mention my performers who are in Zoom with me right now who got, you didn't get kicked out of the Zoom call. You were placed into the waiting room just so that I would be able to navigate the intros and things like that a little easier. So you're in the waiting room, just kind of hang there for a minute. What I'm going to do right now, though, and what is most important, is we are going to watch Lucia's video. So let me see here. Now I got to figure out how to share my screen. Ha ha ha. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Esta tarde no pasa nada, las calles parecen desiertas. Carmencita se fue de viaje y quizá nunca más la vea. Yo mirando por la ventana, el asfalto brillando perlas. Los lugares que frecuentaba no me atraen ni me interesan. Y aunque hoy no estás, voy planificando una y otra vez amores lejanos. Y aunque hoy no estás, te abro mis brazos. Yo me quedaré aquí esperando. Esta tarde no pasa nada, no me puedo olvidar de ella. Hace un mes que la estoy pensando y no sé si de mí se acuerda. El futuro es algo incierto, pero eso no es el problema. Donde pongo mi sentimiento, y si esta noche hay luna llena. Y aunque hoy no estás, voy planificando una y otra vez amores lejanos. Y aunque hoy no estás, te abro mis brazos. Yo me quedaré aquí esperando. Yo me quedaré aquí esperando.
That was really awesome. Lucia, there you are. I'm gonna unmute you. Hey, whoops. It's not letting me unmute. There. Whoop. Hey, there you are. That was awesome. No, don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's weird audio things. You're fantastic. It sounded wonderful. You're great. You're honestly, that was spectacular and wonderful, and nothing to worry about at all. I was really, really proud of you. I'm so glad you did that. Also, just as a quick note for everybody, you may or may not be aware of this, but on our social media recently, Lucia has been responsible for some very, very cool advertising and some other things. To say that she is a masterful artist on so many different levels with so many different skill sets is really an incredible understatement. So I really appreciate everything that you've been sharing with us. Thank you so much, Lucia. We are going to now go to our next performer, who I'm going to pull out from our waiting room here. And this is somebody who is also, interestingly enough, another one of these multi-talented people who just seems to be able to do so many things. And it's always fun to see what he comes up with and what he can do. I gotta find there. Where is he? I'm getting points taken off for presentation. I know, but that's okay. We will make it up to you. There he is. This is Jaden. And Jaden has a interesting avatar up. And we're getting his audio going here. Jaden is actually coming to us not only from a distant, remote learning atmosphere. Jaden is actually coming to us from a another state. He is in New Mexico. All right. We are connecting to audio. And let's see here. Jaden, how are you, buddy? Are you ready, sir?
Sorry?
Are you ready?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was...
You're all good.
Cool. Realize the light outside. It's a paradise full of life and blue skies. Won't you see there's a life for you and me? Don't you see there's one life for you and me? Realize that real life are not alike. Hang tight to your eyes and lose your sight. Won't you see there's one life for you and me? Don't you see there's one life for you and me? Tell me how you feel, let me know what you feel is real. Even though I can't show me where it hurts. Let me know so I can make it worse. You're a crow that's eating my pale blue eyes. Look at me, don't you realize? No good for me.
Oh my goodness.
That's all.
Oh my goodness.
First time singing, so I thought it would be appropriate on a night like this.
No, it was absolutely perfect, dude.
Awesome.
You know, it's I have to, I mean, everybody kind of knows you as the ham pan jam guy.
I know.
And which is fine. I mean, there are certainly worse things to have to deal with, but I do think it's really cool, just for what it's worth, that you said I have a new song, and in my head, because you messaged that to me like a couple days ago, and it was, you know, I have this new song, and I thought, oh, I wonder what that's going to be, and then it never even occurred to me it would be like it's weird, like you literally you went, on the other, I had this vision in my head of like 17 hand pans, and like I know you've been building a variation on kind of like a uke guitar Huiro kind of banjo thing, and I thought, you know, that's going to be part of it, and there's going to be like some sort of either, I hadn't decided if there would be some sort of like robotic element or some sort of like animal, like off the farm element, but I just had this, I had in my head, I had this other, and then you come with this, and it turns out I'm so glad that I was completely wrong. This was brilliant.
I know. I mean, you expect me to like direct an entire orchestra with myself. I don't think that. Okay.
Well, we'll give you a week. I'm sure that will. I'm sure that's not too far behind you at this point. Anyway, thank you so much for sharing that, and thank you for being part of the show tonight. I'm really grateful, and I think everybody here. I'm looking a little bit on the YouTube feed in the comments here, and yeah, you have some fans and some well-deserved ones, my friend. Nicely done.
Thank you, guys.
Very, very nicely done. Speaking of somebody who has fans, our next performer is Bonham, and he is going to come up here. There he is. Hey, sir. Whoop, you're muted. Hold on.
I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
This is great. I'm so glad you're playing. What do you have for? What do you have? You have like gone from, like, I'm not even going to predict what the song is anymore, because you went from like intense metal to like uber pop last time to. Well, is it country? It's country, isn't it? It's going to be like it's like a hillbilly medley, isn't it?
Damn, how did you know? No.
Yeah.
No, my I was editing the video for today, and the whole of the song I was gonna play, and the whole file corrupted. And
hey.
Yeah, I just couldn't put it back together in time and upload it to YouTube in time. So I'm just gonna play a video I made like a couple months ago, I guess.
That's okay.
A song I haven't done, just
That's all right. Have you checked it for any ending anomalies that we will need to?
I have.
Good.
So
good man.
It's okay.
Good man. All right, I'm gonna spotlight you over and have you take over the audio. And I'm really happy that you're playing tonight, man. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, no problem. Share computers. Yeah,
That was awesome.
funny. No, that wasn't the Slayer I was gonna cover for this, but
That's okay.
it's
No, that was great. I'm so glad you have played even before the closure. You have been like a very consistently just reliable, good-natured, put up with everything, make it always happen.
I've tried to do every single one.
Yep, and you've
I've
gotten
tried.
close.
I've gotten close. I've only missed out of like the 40 I could have possibly done. I've only missed like 10. It's not
That's pretty
bad.
good. That's amazing. I'm grateful to you, man. You continue to just I'm for all the stuff about seniors we're going to get to. I'm just so glad you're only, finishing your sophomore year. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you so much for playing, my friend. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
It's
no
awesome.
problem.
It's absolutely awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am very pleased. We have a special guest right now. I'm just gonna bring this person in and let them join us here. Zoom is telling me this person. Hey, we got an avatar of sorts, and hopefully we'll get some audio. I don't know if you all can see who. Oh, there he is. Wait, maybe we're muted. I'll unmute you, sir. How are ya?
Who is this? CMAS talking to me live?
Yeah.
Matt, how are you tonight? It is good to see you and our kids.
It is great to
I
see
tell
you,
you,
sir.
this is a wonderful, wonderful experience. Like dumb luck today. I just happen to be wearing my CMAS shirt. Like, what are the chances of that? I have like 4,000 t-shirts. Some of them say Arcadia. And today on Songwriter Night, I just happen to be wearing my CMAS shirt. Go figure.
Who would have known? Who would have known?
Yeah, certainly not me. I think it is hilarious that I am following Bonham. First of all, you fooled me that we were talking about a hillbilly medley, and I don't know what that was, but I kind of knew a little bit better. But regardless, it's kind of where we are right now. But at Bonham's first Songwriter Night, I believe he's a sophomore, maybe.
Yes.
He broke a drumstick. And he brought it to me the next day at school and he autographed it. And since that time, it has been sitting in the office. So Bonham, to you and your broken drumsticks, thank you very much. It meant the world to me then, and it still means the world to me now.
Thank you, Sab. That's awesome. I did want to say really quick that on behalf of everybody in this program, how much we truly appreciate your basically endless support you've had for the program over the last 3 years. We are going to miss you, and no matter who comes in, who I have no doubt will be a fan of these students anyway, just because how can you not be a fan of these students? But it has meant the world to them and to me that you have been such a part of things and been so wonderful to them. I'm seeing that your microphone, unfortunately, your audio is no longer working, although you're still connected to us, which is a grand irony. I think every employee would love this opportunity with their boss, but I'm going to spare you that, except to say that you will be missed. You are greatly appreciated, and you are always welcome to come back. I still see great banjo-related future, a great banjo-related future for you. That very much is I think the case. Thank you so much, Mr. Stevens, on behalf of everybody. Thank you. Folks, the truth of the matter is that without admin support, none of this happens. That's just the facts. I am grateful to every administrator we've ever had at Arcadia, and I've been there for a long time. But there have been those that are always kind of, just a little bit higher up there just because they just embrace things in a different way. And definitely Mr. Stevens is one of those folks. So thank you so much. I wanted to real quick here mention, over the course of the process of distance learning and trying to figure out, what will work for students and what what we should be doing and how to do it. You know, I've reached out to them at various times and asked them to you know, respond to different questions or different just whatever. And one of the things I asked them early on when we started this whole situation, this whole closure, was you know, uh how are you doing in all of this? You know, what's happening? You know, because it was different. This was a tough situation. I don't think anybody expected it. I don't think any of us were really sure what was going on. And a lot of the kids, you know, came back with lots of different responses to that. Things were going well. Things were troubling in different ways. And since then, I'd like to think that hopefully we helped get through some of those. But one student in particular, I think, captured the essence of a certain demographic, if you will, certainly of my students. And I wanted to share that with you. It's not very long, but I think it says in a short space of time, it says a lot. So I wanted to share that with you right now.
Hey Maxwell, it's me, Baldo. I'm doing okay. I'm staying safe. I'm keeping up with all the online homework, and I'm making sure I stay. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for checking it. How do I end it?
So yeah, so I think that basically sums it up pretty well. I love that video. To be fair, I have to say a lot of students have reached out and asked about different things, talked about different things. You know, this has not been easy. In all seriousness, this has been difficult for a lot of people for a lot of different reasons in a lot of different ways. I admire every student, those on the show, those not on the show, those in the classes, those not even in my classes. Just, you know, this has not been the easiest of weeks for anybody. And I think anybody who tells you that this was simple or should have been, you know, nothing, I don't think is being fair. And that's just me. But at least for now, I'm running the show that we're watching, so I get to say that. But no, I do fully believe that you guys have all been wonderful through all of this. You really have. Okay, enough of that. Let's go on to our next act. This is a sort of a legacy, if you will, student. This is someone who comes from a long line of CMAS students who have always just been so wonderful. He continues in a great tradition. I'm so glad he's part of things. I'm so glad he's going to be sharing something with you this evening. This is Andrew Charlton. And Andrew, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Cool. I'm so glad you are here with us. Is that a Star Wars poster behind you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. So if anybody's wondering, that's how you get the good grades. I'm with you totally. We'll geek out more on Star Wars later. What do you have for us tonight?
I have this song that I wrote and produced.
Cool.
And I'm going to see. Oh, I have to type in a password.
Make sure you have that little button clicked for share computer audio. And it would be before you did the share, but if you want to press play, we'll make sure we can hear it. Nope. Okay. Unshare your screen real quick. No big deal. Go back to share screen, but before you click on the window, there's a little button in the lower left.
Yeah.
Is that clicked?
Yeah, that's clicked.
Okay. When you go to share then, go up to your preferences, in GarageBand.
Okay.
And you should be able to, this is in Logic, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
In Logic, and we want to do
there we go.
Zoom.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. Now we'll hear it. Cool. All right, take it away.
There we go.
Turn off all your monitors and the like on the tracks.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's just
yeah.
feeding back through. No big deal.
Okay. Let's try that. Okay.
All right.
Her name is Ted, and she toasts my bread, and I love her, yeah. I fell in love with a toaster oven, yeah. I met her at a Walmart. She was a Breville model 450 XL. I wish I didn't buy her, cause she broke my heart. Things were going good, things were going smooth. She was toasting bread, but her cooking could improve. But I was a fool to think she could ever love me, yeah. Her name is Ted, and she toasts my bread, and I love her, yeah. I fell in love with a toaster oven, yeah. She broke my heart into a million pieces. We went to California, but she's not a fan of beaches. All she wanna do is toast my bread, but I want something more serious. Wanted to tell her, but I'm a little shy. But then I found her talking to that microwave guy. She said, baby, it's over. She's a cheating toaster. Her name is Ted, and she toasts my bread, and I love her, yeah. I fell in love with a toaster oven, yeah. She's a cheating toaster, yeah. She's a cheating toaster, yeah. Her name is Ted, and she toasts my bread, and I love her, yeah. I fell in love with a toaster oven, yeah. A toaster oven, yeah. A toaster oven, yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
That's so the thing is and people, folks really do need to go into our recordings archive, because there's a history of your family members involved in various, I mean, that's not even remotely off the course or mark at all. There's a Charlton, the other legacy sort of Binsfield partnership, I guess, for songwriting. It's just, yeah. Well done. I literally, I'm getting a text from Mr. Luce right now that says, please tell me what is it with that kid and toaster ovens. So there you go. No, that was beautiful. That was fantastic. That was that was great. And I think we almost were also entertained by the lyrics that we sort of lost. Maybe the fact that you were so you produced that so well. That was just awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for doing that, man. I'm so glad you
Yeah.
played tonight. Thank you. All right, we are gonna come on with our next act. This is a songwriting duet, if you will, and it includes Maren, who is joining me, and I'm gonna see if there he is. Billy's on here too, and I know, see, Billy once again trying to score the extra points with me. There is a theory among some students that I am more closely related to Palpatine, ironically enough, and I just want to point out for the record so that everybody understands, as long as it's dark side, I think we'll all just admit that it's just fine. I'm definitely the dark side of the Force, but that's okay. Billy, Maren, I know Billy, I know your internet was being a little grumpy, but I wanted to at least give you guys a chance to say, hey, before you perform, You guys are first year students in this program as freshmen, and have done amazing things. We've had a conversation recently that I just want to share a little bit because I think it sort of sums up a really important point about all this, which is that, you know, this, if I had told you at the beginning of the year, all the things, I mean, you brought this up to me, that if I had told you that, yeah, you'll be doing this all on your own with no problem and you'll be figuring this all out, you would have thought I was crazy. And yet here we are. So I'm really proud of you guys. I'm excited for you guys to share this. If you want to take it away, I'm going to spotlight. I know you wrote it together. I'm going to spotlight Maren for this one. And whenever you're ready.
Cool. All right, I'm sharing my audio. I can't live anymore, feeling the sore, rose leaves falling down, trembling, touching the ground. Just when I'm climbing up and up, I turn around and I fall down to the ground.
Oh, that's so awesome. That is just fantastic. I am so proud of you. That was absolutely wonderful. Just wow. Way to go. That was really cool.
Fun.
And yeah, well, and I mean, and the thing of it too is like I said, it's so cool. You know, the two of you I know work together. I know for a fact that when this whole thing started, you kind of immediately were just like, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna make stuff happen. And you have been. And again, you know, similarly to something I said to Bonham, I'm just kind of grateful that you're only finishing your freshman year. That makes me really happy, because if this is where we are, if this is where we're at freshman year, wow, just wow. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being part of this. Thank you so much for playing. This is really fantastic. This was just spectacular. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I wanted to mention something real quick here regarding these shows that I think is important, which is that normally when we do these, we are partnering with our okay, I have to share this with, well, no, if it comes back on in 9 minutes, I snoozed my alarm that reminds me that I'm supposed to go do sit-ups at 8 o'clock at night every night. Another story. Anyway, No, I don't know why I shared that with you either. Here's the thing. We normally do these shows in partnership with Technical Theater, and they are a huge production. We are not suffering because of not being able to work with them right now. Obviously, we're still having a show. But I think I speak for everybody when I say, as cool as this is to have this show under these circumstances, cannot wait to get back into that partnership with the folks from Tech Theater. Similarly, normally leading up to a show like this, the A&N folks and the film and TV, program in general is always so cool, and they'll ask us to play on A&N, or they'll just let us show up, or they're helping out on that stuff. And it really, again, it's something that I would like to think we've always been pretty appreciative of, but it's we're missing it tonight, I guess is all I'm trying to say. And it thanks to those students, even if on this one we aren't doing it the way we want to. There's a long history with those two programs and ours, and it's a good thing. It's important. Okay, moving on to our next act. There he is. So here's another gentleman who's a bit new to what we do this year, and he's got me feeling like I am not dressed up enough, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna unmute you. How you doing, Jose?
I'm good.
Cool. So Jose's been working really hard. He's another one of these folks that I think if I had told him at the beginning of the year the number of things that he would be able to do on his own, as well as he's able to do them, and the concepts he would understand, I don't know that he would believe me. But I'm proud of you, man. So what do you got to share first? I know it's not a really long song, but I just think it's really cool that you got something to share.
I got I don't know how to explain it really.
That's okay. We'll just play it then. I'm going to turn the, yeah.
All right, here it goes. All I got.
Dude, that's awesome. So I actually know something about that piece because you told me some stuff even just this afternoon about what you were looking at with it.
Yeah.
And it's actually, why don't you give us like the 10-second rundown of what you told me this afternoon, where you're headed with it?
It was like a space kind of thing, The first little part is the dude going, wow, it's pretty epic. The second part where it goes all dark and it doesn't really make much sense musically is, whoa, that thing's headed towards me. That's probably dangerous. And then the third part is, all right, I guess I'm good now.
I just love the fact that it's like a soundtrack. It tells a story.
Yeah, kind of.
And I am very excited to see where that heads, because I think that is wonderful. And I'm so glad you shared it with us tonight. I really,
Hey,
really
thanks.
appreciate it.
No problem.
Nice job.
And remember, if you ever need a coffin, Last Journey got me.
We're going to talk about jingles and stuff like that later for the folks that aren't
Cool.
catching that reference, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Thank you, Jose. I really, really appreciate it.
No problem. See you.
Okay, so up next is somebody, well, everybody's special, but this is kind of cool. This is Juliet. And I am very much looking forward to having her share. Juliet, you there with us? I'm hoping.
Yes.
Hey, there you are. Cool. So Juliet sent me a short clip of something that she's doing. And do you want to introduce this, Juliet, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I'll introduce it. So my video was about, so I have scoliosis and I have so much hard days through time in my days. And I just thought that I could show, it to the world that what I'm feeling. So, yeah.
And I admire you so much for being willing to do that. And I love the fact that, you know, I've known you now for 2 years, and this is just remarkable what we're about to hear. It's not very long, I realize, but it's really, really cool. So I'm going to play it for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. You're singing, you're playing, and I know it was a black screen. Is it loops?
I didn't do the chords. My sister's friend, that's like really like,
that's
and
okay.
She was really nice to help me with it. And then I figured out the lyrics. So yeah.
And you sang, and
Yeah.
it's just, I love it. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. And again, on a totally selfish level, I'm just really glad that, you know, we're only at the end of sophomore year for you.
Yes.
Which is great.
Yeah.
So I'm that makes me really happy. Juliet, thank you so much for being part of this.
Of course.
This is just wonderful. Just wonderful. Oh man, what a great gig. I really, really feel very, very blessed. Our next act, coming to you live, as it were, if I can find him here. There he is. Carson. Oh. Hopefully he's coming back. Carson? Carson, are you there? Does anybody know where Carson is? I see a very cool drum kit in the back there and a whole bunch of other very fun musical stuff. Should we come back to Carson? I think we'll come back to Carson. That's okay. If anybody has a way to quickly reach Carson. Oh, there he is. Ah, we found him.
Hi.
Hey, buddy.
All right.
What do you have for us
I'm
tonight?
ready. I've got a song, just guitar and vocals. It's called Something's Filming.
Cool. I'm going to turn the screen over to you.
Alrighty. Something's filming across the board. Something's
all over your spines. You've got people watching. You're so up, you looked down. You're so free. Told me by now who's simply walking by. And with the actions he took. Reminded me of them, reminded me of looks. Reminded me of them. Across the board. Something's filming in the walk. Something's filming in the pipes. Something's creeping all over your spine. Alrighty. Shorter song than usual.
No, that was awesome. I'm serious.
you.
That's so cool. I mean, what people don't realize is that, well, maybe, I mean, some people will realize, but you come in when we're in normal school, you are in the room way usually before lunch is over, already just plugging away. I have to pull you off of the station where you're working on one of however many pieces of music you've got going on simultaneously. But you've been very sort of what they refer to as in the box production wise. And this is so cool to see you singing and playing acoustically like this as well. That's awesome. That's just fantastic. You know, thank you for playing. Thank you for being part of it. Thanks for it's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. Wow. I'm continually blown away by the talent of all of these students. That's always been the case. That's just seems to be kind of the way this gig always works. I am looking for our next performer, and here she comes. We're going to be joined here by Madison, who has, there she is. Getting some audio connected here.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
Let me start my camera.
No,
I'm
you're
good.
good.
How are you?
I am very excited for you to share this. I feel very lucky. I got to hear several acts early for this show, and this was one of them. And this is a really cool piece. Do you want to give us the real quick intro on what it is that you're going to share?
So I am into Dungeons and Dragons, and I have an Aarakocra character named Willow Asnaya. And this is basically a song about her backstory and the world that she lives in. So yeah.
Cool. Very cool. All right, I'm going to turn the screen over to you, and here you go.
Okay, here it is.
strange queen rules. The only known thing about her is her misty light blue eyes. The land is ruled over by violence and mistrust. Its name, literal as the mist, it always comes at night. Murders are known to be a regular occurrence. However, the mist begins to stir in agitation as heroes arrive in a strange island, looking for treasure and to save the land. Our adventure begins on a ship known as the Flame, and the adventurers are quite uneasy. Let the story begin. Long ago and far away, we would call heroes to aid. Long ago and far away, no hope found could be our way. Our men fought and our men died. We could not lose all our pride. As our hope dwindled and waned, heroes came and saved the day. And as we stood tall and proud, our queen bid farewell. Then the mist came flooding in, all we gained had fell. We could not do anything, and then we caved. Yes, we caved. We became brutish and brash, and then we fell. Yes, we fell. How could this ever be fixed? Our home was now covered by the mist. 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 Covered by the mist.
And that is it.
Again, yeah, that's just so cool. I love the whole
Thank you.
storyline. I love the production. I like the look of FL Studio.
Yes.
I don't use it very much, but I just like the whole thing.
Yeah.
And again, just really proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you shared. Thank you so much for doing that. That was just spectacular. And again, as I know I keep saying, because we haven't gotten to the seniors yet, so I'm so grateful to those of you who aren't seniors, because wow, I'm just yeah, it's comforting, I guess I should say.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Madison.
Thank you.
Thank you so very, very much. Okay, so our next two gentlemen contacted me at one point not too long ago, and they said, we have an idea. We're not sure how to do it, but we want to see if we could put together some kind of live performance that is more than just a soloist. And it was so Keegan and Matt, we put together they put together a video, and ooh, Keegan, that's a very cool vibe you got going on there.
It's a car.
Is it a car?
Yep. Yes.
Cool. It's very very sort of 90s detective movie kind of vibe about it. I don't know why. Like we're mysteriously.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Matt, how are you?
Yeah.
You're not in a car.
I'm not in a car.
No, you are not in a car, and that's okay. Do you guys want to give us real quick? I'm going to pull up the video and play it from here. But do you guys want to tell us anything about it real quick before we do it?
I mean,
it's you, Matthew.
It's a video of us playing a song. I mean,
okay.
That's what it is. Yeah.
So well then, on that note, let's we'll share it and we'll hear it. Here we go.
I would let myself freeze if I could. the answer. Just know what it means. I would drown myself underneath the sea just to feel something. I get the cold out of me. That's it's my final answer. My last breath. Doesn't answer, so how can I believe this sun couldn't save me? My self-burn if I could only feel if I could only love. I would let myself fly if I could eat the guy. Look him in the eyes. That's right. Only answer my last breath. Doesn't answer, but why should I believe inside? Spare me.
I just love that so much. Guys, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
That was so cool. That was so cool. And I think the most interesting part that I want to share with people is that after you guys got that done yesterday and we were talking about it, you were immediately, your first response was, that was cool. We could totally do another one and do even more and make it even cooler. And I thought that was really, that may have been the best part of the whole thing. Just that was your immediate thought. Yeah, that was fantastic. You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done, gentlemen. Thank you so much for sharing that. I'm really, I'm really, really, really grateful. Thank you so much for being part of this tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
That's sweet.
Okay. Wow. This is just, it's not the same as having a songwriter night like we're used to, but it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Also, just because I'm getting some messages about this, if you are under the impression that the chicken hat is getting larger in your screen, that's your screen, not the chicken hat. I just want to point that out. Okay. Moving on. Our next act is Haley. I am so glad that Haley's going to play. How you doing?
Well, it's not letting me put my video on.
Uh-oh.
I don't understand.
We had video before.
We did have video before.
We did have video before.
Why is it not?
I don't know.
It's not being nice to me. I don't know what it's doing.
Well, go to the little video that says stop video, that little button there at the bottom. Click that little arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you're using your computer, right?
Yeah.
Is that the one that's selected?
The webcam, yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other apps running?
Nope.
Well, that's a little interesting.
Yeah.
Well, would you like to play for us anyway, even if we can't see
Sure.
you? Because I'd love to hear you.
Hang on, I think my dad's gonna try and help.
Oh, okay. Hey, Dad.
Turn it off and turn it on again. No, I'm just kidding.
We could. Well, if you want, actually, I could go on and we could come back if you want to try that. I'm okay with that.
You try that?
Yeah, we'll try that. No problem.
Okay.
We will do that.
Okay,
No
okay.
big deal. Yep, and then just sign back in, and I'll pull you back in.
Okay.
No problem. So, we are gonna. I'm gonna jump forward one, and ask if he's cool with it. Jamar, I'm gonna bring you in. Hopefully you're with us here. Let's see. There he is. Hey, Jamar, how you doing, buddy?
All right, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right.
Got you.
So I was going to do this live because I have like everything set up live and everything, but I didn't know like how the game and stuff would sound. So I do have a video just in case already opening my tab if it doesn't sound good.
It is up to you. It sounded good when we checked it really quick, but it's up to you. Whatever you want to play.
All right.
It is your show, my friend.
You cut me off, so I can go ahead and do that. But I'm about to switch interface right now.
You're fine. I'm going to give you the screen. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I know you guys switch over your interface. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
That was beautiful. That was absolutely stunningly, wonderfully beautiful. We're going to go back again here for Haley, but I did want to mention, you know, Jamar's a senior. And my only complaint, if it is one, and you and I've talked about this already so many times, is that you're a senior and this was your first year that we got to work together. But you're brilliant. And you know, you only had 1 year in the program with us, and yet you managed to have such a positive and wonderful impact. And I appreciate you so much and playing, and you played all kinds of stuff with basketball and volleyball too, and lots of other shows and things. And that was awesome. Thank you so
a
much
lot.
for being a part of this tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you. Don't go anywhere because I'm doing a senior rec thing here in a little while too.
All right.
But that was stunning. That
Thanks.
was just absolutely stunning. Okay, we're gonna see if we can't bring back in Haley, and see if we have any luck with the video. Hey, there she is. Well, how cool is that?
Go.
You're back. Awesome. 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 Are you ready to play us a song?
I believe I am, yes.
Okay. I am going to turn the screen over to you.
Okay. Okay. I see you standing there, laughing without a care, and it's finally clear to see you never cared for me. You said I love you, okay, but that was only face to face. Didn't pick up, you never respond. You gave up too fast, and now I'm gone. But hey, guess what? I'm moving on. It's time to say goodbye, because you gave me nothing like the ground beneath my feet. It's falling away, and I'm spreading wings to fly. You used and abused my emotions. You cold and dangerous like the ocean. You pulled me in and dragged me under. I couldn't breathe, but that didn't matter. But hey, guess what? I'm moving on, and now I'm breathing fine. 'Cause my friends, they pulled me out from the water, and now they're helping me learn to fly.
sorry that things had to act like they did. But hey, what can I say? Because we are no longer kids. And hey, I'm over it, through and done. Not even crying, 'cause the worst has come. And with the help of my friends, I'm smiling, dancing free. Free from you and free to be me.
Haley. That was so awesome. I'm so proud of you. I am just. That was wonderful. That
Thanks.
was absolutely spectacular. And I'm so glad that you shared it. And again, especially as we're about to move on to the next portion of the show, I cannot tell you how grateful I am to have people like you that are not seniors. That was just unreal. That was absolutely spectacular. Thank you so much for making this happen tonight. I'm so just grateful. I am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for playing. Recently, I asked the students to take a moment and just kind of maybe share some memories of some things. I was looking for ways to I don't know, bridge some of the experience, since I knew the show would be a little bit different. This is not all of the responses. I put together kind of a quick little cut, if you will. It's not very long, but I wanted to share it with all of you because I just wanted to share it with you. So before we bring on the rest of our senior performances, here's a short little video for you to enjoy.
My favorite CMAS memory is the first Songwriter night. I thought it was super cool, and it really showed how people work in CMAS.
My favorite CMAS memory is when I learned how to record guitar, and then I did that every single day.
The halftime show, sophomore year.
On the first day, being able to write a song.
Sophomore year, recording my album. When we played the class of 1979 reunion.
The first football game I played my freshman year.
My first presentation, working with my friends every day.
It's the homecoming assembly.
Learning how to play the piano.
Honestly, my favorite moment has got to be during Nashville. Honestly, that entire experience was amazing. I've never really done anything like that before.
My sophomore year, when I had the opportunity to record a full-length album and produce it.
When I started playing ukulele.
And then we had a lunch show outside by Mount Olympus.
8th grade when CMAS came to my school.
My freshman year, I performed on stage for the first time.
It was the first football game they did a porn out of.
My favorite CMAS memory is hanging out with my classmates and creating music with them.
Going to the Songwriter night, stepping out of my comfort zone.
Playing live during the school assembly.
Performing at the CMAS cover show with Navi and George.
Working with Gordon, Zakota, and JoJo on our song.
It was the first CMAS show I went to. It was in the CMAS room, and it was just really interesting to see everything I'd been told about in action for the first time.
I like the basketball games.
I like when teacher wear a funny hat.
The first time I ever performed on stage with George and Aiden.
Do a big assembly and then very quickly and chaotically set up to do another lunch show.
Making music, just being around good people, you know?
My favorite CMAS memory was being able to work with my friends.
Making music with friends and seeing them every day.
Getting to meet new people and collaborate with them.
Just hanging out with really good people was one of the best experiences I've had in school.
I would totally do it again in a heartbeat.
I appreciate all those thoughts, and there were lots more too, I should mention, as part of that, and we'll put them all out as we go. I need a little bit of levity. Sorry, this part gets tough every year, but I've got a few more acts to share with you. They are in no particular order. I guess I should have told you all at the beginning. I actually did this kind of as a random draw. We'd been doing that out of a hat thing. And I did that preemptively, but this is pretty much random. I went with non-seniors in a group, and then that was the order we got. And then I went with seniors in a group, and that's what we have now, with the exception of Jamar and Haley switching places, which I really appreciate. Up next is somebody who has been in this. Actually, this applies to all of them. They've been here for 4 years. They have been part of things since the start of when they, at the earliest that they possibly could be part of things. Anyway, I'm gonna do my best here. This is Navi. I'm gonna bring Navi in, and she's gonna share a song with us. There's Navi. Navi is sideways, but that is okay. We can call it an art film. I'm totally cool with that. There we go. There she is. Gonna unmute you. Hey, how are you?
Hi.
So I should say, and I know that we could have like 1,000 conversations and intros with all of you seniors, but I did want to just point out that Navi literally was racing across the state basically to get back in time to be part of this tonight, and I'm so glad that you did. What do you have for us?
I got a song. It's a classic.
Cool.
So
I'm gonna turn the screen over to you.
Okay, cool. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm gonna play a good old song that so if we were all here in person, like at school in the auditorium, I would have brought a chocolate cake because I promised that's what I would have done. But Miss Rona said no thank you. And so in exchange, I'll just play chocolate cake for us. Okay. There's a box of Hot Wheels next to me. Okay. I don't think I can find someone like you. Even when it's cold outside, you're so warm next to you. My heart beats faster when I get a note from you. How do you feel about me? Do you feel the same as I do? 2, 3, 4. That's my lovely lover. He gon' keep me awake days after I didn't sleep. Wanna show my thanks in such a simple way. Baby, I'll bake a chocolate cake for you, for you, for you, oh, for you. Bake a chocolate cake for you, for you, for you, oh, for you. I know for a fact that I won't find someone like you. Winter's not yet over. Wanna grab some coffee? That's right. You don't drink coffee. That's okay. Neither do I. 2, 3, 4. That's my lovely lover. You gon' keep me up late days after I didn't sleep. show my thanks in such a simple way. Baby, I'll bake a chocolate cake for you, for you, for you, oh, for you. Bake a chocolate cake for you, for you, for you, oh, for you. But don't get me wrong, my entire life is with you. I appreciate you and all that you do for me too. That's my lovely lover. You don't keep me up late days after I didn't sleep. Wanna show my thanks in such a simple way. Baby, I'll bake a chocolate cake for you, for you, for you, oh, for you. Baked a chocolate cake for you, for you, for you, oh, for you. That's it.
Oh my. I think you just made a whole lot of people really happy.
Yay.
Navi, thank you so much. I know that that was not the easiest gig to make.
It's okay. I'm glad that I got to do one more before.
I know, but there will be others too. We are
Oh,
not
yeah.
we are not done. We are not done. Thank you so much for playing. Thank you.
Thanks for
Thank
waiting.
you. Thank you. Okay. Up next is another senior. These are all going to be seniors now. This is Olivia McGinley, who's going to join us. And there she is. Oh, I'll unmute you. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. No crying in CMAS.
Yeah.
Part of me wants to share some of this afternoon, and part of me thinks I'll just let you play your song.
Go ahead. Whatever you want.
I'm just gonna say, so I get this, I won't read it except to say that I got this really wonderful stream of text messages from Olivia this afternoon about trying to figure out what song to play and all these different factors involved. And it was so, I responded back with, I think I'm going to hyperventilate just reading the thing. But Olivia has possibly one of the greatest problems you can have, which is so many wonderful songs that she's written, and then trying to figure out which one to do on an occasion like this becomes not a simple thing. And actually, and then we talked, and then you texted me some more, as I recall, and I still don't quite know what we decided on, and it doesn't need to be my decision. As I told you all along, if there was ever a gig that you should play just for the joy of playing what you want, this would be it. So I'm going to turn the screen over to you. I'm excited to hear you.
Thank you. All right. Hi, I'm Olivia, and this is a song called Sober. I know you say that you're fine, but do you pour love like you pour that wine? If all your attention is drunk affection, then don't drink with the phone in your hand. You'll end up texting me some words you don't need. And in the morning you wake up and read that you called me baby, said you miss me and you wish that I was there. Do you want that when you're sober? Do you want me when you're sober? I'm sure you wish I was by your side, but you're getting higher than my hopes. And I know this song sounds angry, but you really have me worried. I know everything's heavy, and I want you to feel light. So if you need me, I'll be right over, 'cause I want you safe and sober. I just want you safe and sober. I just want you safe and sober.
Wow.
Thank you.
Just wow. I don't think the level of awesomeness is a surprise to anybody.
Thank you.
I don't even know what to. Actually, you know what I am going to say, so that I can avoid having to deal with reality of seniors and stuff, is to notice that in the chat over here at YouTube, I see Bird chiming in as you were playing, and that is so wonderful. Bird, I miss you. I'm hoping we got to find a way to catch up. Bird's a former student who's also just, everybody is awesome and amazing, and I mean that so sincerely. Thank you for playing, Olivia.
Thank you.
Don't go anywhere. We got senior rec coming up here if I can get myself through it somehow. That was beautiful and wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Just a couple last acts here from some seniors. And one of them, she is going to be departing Phoenix and will go off to New York in the fall and is going to do amazing things. And it's Orianna. How you doing? You're here.
I am.
I am so excited that you are going to sing and perform. And
I'm
you're part of
terrified.
No, there's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're going to be wonderful. I'm going to turn the screen over to you and let you do your thing.
Okay, hold on. I need to do the whole share screen thing. I have like a light in front of me because I lost all my natural light. So it's like this light from my wall. So it's in the way of my entire computer. Okay. I think I got it now. A few words, song, heavy hearts, but to you, it was all the same. Dancing down the street, not limited to the number of feet. Like fools, we all stood by, mesmerized by the beauty that was your eyes. Your melody echoed through the empty halls, getting stuck in the dreams that I've had since 16. Now all that's left in our heads is you dancing through and singing to the tune of a pandemic. Now look at you, taking all this fame, leaving behind a trail of pain, but this means nothing to you. Singing your old song was your one chance to take all of our dreams and crush them with your beat. Not a chance to say goodbye. You didn't even cry. Your melody echoed through the empty halls. in our heads is you dancing through and singing to the tune of a pandemic. We all gaze at your performance through the tint of a window, but I was wishing you would stop and look around at all this loss. But instead you looked me in the eyes, wiped my tears as I cried, and sung your song to me. Your melody echoed through the empty halls, getting stuck in the dreams that I've had since 16. Now all that's left in our heads is you dancing through and singing to the tune of a pandemic. And that's it.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you decided to perform.
Me
That was-
too. I wish I was behind a board, but this will do
Yeah,
for
I know.
now.
I understand. I totally understand. But that was spectacular. That was wonderful. I'm so
Thank you.
wow. So much talent. Just unbelievable. That was just great.
Thank
you
you.
for sharing that. Don't go anywhere. I've still got the senior rec thing.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. I have one more senior who has something to share. This gentleman, I don't even know if he needs an introduction, and I mean that very sincerely. Colin, how you doing?
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I got to work with you for 4 years, man. I'm great. All right. What do you have for us tonight, my friend?
A garage band session.
Cool. I'm going to turn this over to you.
All right, cool. All right. Okay, I don't know what is happening, but all right.
That's Oh, Colin, you know, I I mean, just joyful. I don't even know what else. That's like that's just like the sound of joy musically. And thank you for doing that. Thank you for just doing everything you've ever done. But what a perfect song. What a perfect song for this.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. I think there's a few of my seniors that are left here. What I'm going to do is, if you are one of the folks who performed and you are on the Zoom chat here, I'm going to pull you back in for just a moment. Whoops, I just grabbed somebody that I actually did not mean to. I apologize for that. Madison, don't be offended, but next year. And I know I may get a couple of other seniors in. And I know there's a whole bunch of folks that are watching. You know, you guys, this was not the senior year you were supposed to have. It just wasn't. And I don't think we need to go back into that or pretend or anything else. But I did want to at least attempt something for you that would maybe, I don't know, give you some kind of sense of your impact. It's not the same doing it this way. I'm not going to pretend it's the same doing it this way. But I was looking for something to do. So what I did was I reached out to get some help from some folks, and I didn't give them a whole lot of time. So for those of you that what I'm going to share with you right now, if it seems a little different or peculiar for whatever reason, please know that the variations on what I'm about to share with you are not for anything other than just circumstance, as you will see. But I wanted to share with you, hopefully Zoom's going to let me do this properly. Our class of 2020, as it were. Oh, great. It's spotlighting me still. So if I lose it, you're all going to still see it, but that's okay. Anyway, this is, so nobody has to be in this program. I say this every year, but I want to say it again because nobody does. All of you are here because you wanted to be here, because you decided that you wanted to do something a little bit different, a little bit unique, a little bit of a challenge, maybe, whatever it might have been. And that means a lot to me. It always has, and it always will. But even folks like Santiago, who came in, you know, and maybe doesn't realize the mark he made in the short time that he was part of the program, he did make a difference. And I'm glad he was part of things, and I'm glad he made things happen with us. I really am. You know, others, Zakota came in this year, again, much more, I think, talented and impactful than he may have realized in the 1 year I got to know him. Brian, gosh, Brian for years was part of what we've done. And that smile on his face, I got to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever seen him without it in all the years. Just wonderful. Beth, similarly, always kind of, I think, not giving herself enough credit for all the wonderful things that she's done, and just having her around in the program has been awesome. I also wanted to point out as an aside that any spelling errors you can blame on Synergy or the folks that sent me some of these supplements and things. Who's up here next? Will's the man. Will did something that's always really cool. Will left the program and then came back. You know, one of the just nicest people ever. Always just such a great honor to work with him all the time. Jorge. I've had Jorge in so many different classes. And he's done so many things. He's just been absolutely awesome. My folks that are with me in Zoom, there is a possibility here that my YouTube is locking up. Are we still seeing YouTube? Before we are? We're still live on YouTube? Okay. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. So that's my connection. All right. Somebody let me know on a text or something if it goes out. My apologies for the delay there. Next up. So Nick is an interesting guy. So Nick's in the history program. Nick is, you know, one of these students that I think doesn't realize the importance of what they do, the connection between our many sides of this program. And I only really got to work with Nick 1 year, but it was pretty awesome. He's a good guy. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. Very observant. It's good to have him in that history class. I mean that. It was fun to talk about the music industry with him.